Konnichiwa and welcome to Japan. I'm here for the Tozanso Cup, the 5th one. That is the Japanese Open. It's the most beautiful place here in Gotemba, just outside of Tokyo. I've got Mount Fuji over there, but it's under some clouds, so I'll show you that another time. But we're here at the YMCA in Gotemba for the Japanese Open. Now, this is going to be a really amazing event. I am so delighted to be here. I feel really privileged as well. The people are so nice. If you've ever met the Japanese players on the World Championships or some of the other tours, you know how lovely they are and how generous they are, giving away some of the best shirts that are available on the tour. And that's the real reason I've come for the shirts. But no, it's a lovely, lovely place. I can't wait to get stuck in. I can't wait to show you what the setup is here. And yeah, let me take you through the Japanese Open. Good morning. It's Saturday, so it's the first day of the tournament. It's very early in the morning, but I'm here with my buddy Satoru here.
Hi.
And we have come out because here at these courts you have the most amazing view. I don't know if you can see this behind me. I told you Mount Fuji was here. It was in clouds yesterday, but here it is. I'll spin the camera around and you get an even better shot. Opening ceremony about to kick off. Let's check it out. Morning.
東南総カップの開会式を始めたいと思います。まずはですね、御殿場ボールハンドボールクラブ会長の森田さんからちょっと一言お願いします。
おはようございます。
おはようございます。
And what is this event here?
This event is a one world tournament in Tozanso. A little far place for Tokyo for Shizuoka, but it's good tournament.
And this is the fifth tournament?
Yes, please. Yes, it is.
Okay. And this tournament today, why is this important for Japanese handball?
It's most important is fun, like fun and exciting.
Yeah.
So it's very important.
And you're teaching new people to play?
Yeah.
Okay. And in Japan, how many people play handball?
Usually player is maybe 40 or 50, but now I will get more people teaching kids and teaching adults, everybody. So usually play 50.
Okay. Do you hope that there will be more courts in the future, or is it difficult?
Little difficult, but we try make it.
Oh, what is your name?
Hi?
Your name?
Joseph,
Josa, how old are you?
75.
75. When did you start playing handball? 50.
Starting 50.
50.
Ah.
25.
25 years you continue to play.
Ah, cool.
Thank you.
So I've played all my matches on Saturday now, through to the semi-final. Yes! I can thank my partner, Sean Nolan. He's been spot on. But yeah, no, it's a super fun event. It's really friendly. People are smiling, people are laughing. No one's like arguing line calls or anything like that. It's just a nice atmosphere. It's very, very pleasant, and it's very polite. Probably would expect no less from being over here. The standard of play is it's pretty good. Like, it surprised me. The top players from Japan are actually pretty decent. Like probably like within the B bracket, just about in Europe. But they've got quite a small playing base. And it's quite an elderly playing base as well. In fact, some of the elder guys, they're throwing themselves around the court, like this guy in his 70s who I just saw dive for a ball. Like, it must be whatever's in the Japanese diet. It's really quite impressive. But that is one of the problems they've got here. That, you know, handball was introduced to Japan, I think, by the Irish or the Americans as a four-wall game. So they used to have four-wall handball everywhere, but that's all died out really, apart from one venue in Tokyo. And they've got, or maybe two, and they've got one venue here for one wall, and they don't really have many players, and most of the players they've got are aging out. There's not really many young players coming through, which is a bit of a problem. But one of the things I like, in fact, I'll go in and you'll be able to see in a second, is that they are doing some come and give it a go, come and try it out. You know, we're at the YMCA here, and they're saying, you know, just come, give it a go. You get trained up by Big D Daisuke. He's one of the best player here, and it's kind of cool to just introduce people while you're also doing a tournament. We try to do that with the beginners grade. You know, when we do beginners in the European Tour, we say, you know, never played before, a pro will teach you to play, somewhat successfully. But here, you can see behind me, Daisuke he's teaching people, over here actually, he's teaching people how to play, and that's really cool. So really what's going on, so there are some fresh beginners who are just learning from Big D over there, and there are some people who only play four wall and they're playing one wall for the first time, and they don't really know the technique, because the technique for one wall is very different from the four wall technique. In Japan, teaching them at the moment, which is really cool. It's really nice. We also have merchandise when you're here. You can check it out. You can get some food, you can get some shirts. What do we have? What do we have?
Memorial t-shirts and Japanese snacks.
Excellent.
Thanks.
And this is what we're all playing for this weekend. The Tozanso Cup.
こんばんは。Thank you so much for hosting us. Thank you, Tohanzo. Thank you, Yutaka, you know, for inviting me. It was a pleasure to be here, and it's very exciting. You guys are still showing us a lot of hospitality, and it's very nice to meet everybody here. And I hope to make many great memories, you know, in the future events as well. And so my goal for the next year now is to bring one or two or three other people.
This is an intense game here today. What made you come to this tournament?
I don't know. I just kind of heard about it on Rule the Wall on the app. Go sign up if you haven't. Yeah, the courts are pretty good, and like they did a good job. You know, apparently it was all run and brought up from donations from the local people over here, and so they decided to donate to SY until they got these courts built.
Game. One other thing that makes this tournament quite special is that we are branching out the European Tour into the World Tour, and the Japanese Open is the first event on the World Tour, which is amazing. So now we're going to start having rankings around the world. It's going to start with, you know, we've got the European rankings already, then we're going to introduce the rest of the world and America. So America's its own little bubble, and the rest of the world is kind of everywhere else. And then over a couple of years, all those rankings get squeezed together into one giant world ranking. It's really exciting. The Japanese are the first people to embrace it. The Australians, Ecuador, Argentina, Mexico, these guys will come on board as well. And hopefully we'll have a bunch of US tournaments over the summer too. So it's quite an exciting time. And this is the tip of the spear for the World Tour.
First of all, I have to say this weekend has been one of the best experiences ever in my life. To come to Japan, what a beautiful country. Absolutely beautiful people. Everybody from the legends of handball to the small people, to the ladies. Excellent food, friendliness, bringing me and Dan everywhere. It was an honour for my first international open competition to win.
Yeah.
Thanks to Dan for giving me the chance. One day I will come back with my kids, maybe 5-6 years. Would like them to see this place.
Good.
And, I also want to congratulate you on the training of the kids, to the legends. Very impressive, growing the sport. But let Dan say a few words. Thanks very much.
Yeah.
I don't really have much more to add. Well, that's everyone packing up because that's the end of the Japanese Open, the Tozanso Cup. What an experience. My general thoughts and feelings on this tournament was that it is awesome, isn't it? Like it's probably the friendliest, most pleasant tournament I think I've ever been to. Everyone is so nice, it's so welcoming, it's an absolutely lovely tournament. I'd recommend anyone do this. You visit Japan, these guys look after you really well. It's a really good tournament, suited more to the kind of your social player, the beginner player, the club player. That's kind of where it's at the moment, but I think they'd welcome absolutely anyone who came. But I definitely think you'd mix in really well if you were in that kind of like development phase of your career. It's really nice. Also really nice to see what they're doing with the kids and getting people involved, running the trials. But I have to say I am a little bit worried, a little bit concerned, because you know the playing base in Japan is pretty old for the most part, and you know, they don't have that many facilities, and you know they're aging out and they don't have that many players. I hope it changes. I hope the stuff that, you know, Dee and everyone else is doing in there, training the kids, getting them involved, turns the corner, and I really hope that does happen, because it'd be such a shame if the sport died out here. Hopefully it won't. Hopefully it'll go from strength to strength and they'll turn a corner. But as far as this weekend goes, superb. Thank you very much for having me, your Japanese Wall Handball Association. It's been brilliant. Thanks a lot. See you later. Bye bye.
The sweetest dream will never do. I still miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Don't wanna close my eyes. I don't wanna sleep. I wanna miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing.